What's up, y'all? I'm Mark.
I'm Rafi.
Hey,
Oh,
I think that's the dead giveaway. Man, I always gotta do this first. Hold on. Every time you hit record, it does something on my thing.
oh,
But anyways,
yeah,
what's up, man? What's up, y'all? It's Mark and Rafi. How we doing today?
yeah. I hope that everyone is good because we back. We haven't recorded in a while, but
No,
y'all
we.
wouldn't know this because we release shows like 3 times a week. So
Well, I was talking all that smack in the beginning, man. 20 minutes a day. Everybody's got 20 minutes. It's too easy. Man, it is not too easy. 20 minutes is it's hard to find it every day. And it's not even that to carve it out to actually do something and not just exist, you know?
yeah, no, that's real. I will say that I feel like you have to make time to have time. You know. So, even for myself, I'm not trying to like point at you or anything.
Right, right, right. There's definitely going to be a lot of that. I feel like also we just jumped right into it. We don't even, I mean, it's Mark and Ralphie, but I guess the people have, the eight of us that out there watching it know who Mark and Ralphie are at this point. But
I will say if there's anyone watching this video, they either are a dedicated person that's just watching us, or they're brand new and they're like, "What? How did we end up on this page? Who are these two dudes?"
so
I need, huh?
what's on the agenda for today? I mean, I don't think we've gotten much done on the YouTube side of things to
No, no, no progress at all. Now today is just gonna be straight freestyle, just talking about current events and just us and stuff. Like I want to say, man, I need to go get my face done. I know you were talking about going and getting some like a facial or something.
Damn, throw me out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. On Friday to get a facial, man. I
Yeah,
never got one. My buddy's wife runs that salon, so she's like, "Yeah, come in, volunteer." It's like, pfft, well, look at my schedule. I ain't got nothing going on. Yeah, maybe I'll
yeah.
make it look prettier, less pink. I don't know, dude. These lights be tough, tough on me. Of
Yeah, that's all good, man. You look good, man. But the facial, I've actually gotten a couple of facials done.
course, you have. It's a Navy thing. I know.
It's but it definitely feels good. It's good. It's definitely good for the skin. Your skin will feel like if it's your first time, and depending on what type of chemicals or whatever they're using, or cleanser, not chemicals, but
I was
cleanser.
about to say chemicals,
Yeah,
man.
no, cleanser. That it could make it feel like I guess hurt a little bit, but not necessarily hurt. It's just like from them actually scrubbing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
No, I've never done none of the self-care stuff. I mean, I've gotten a couple massages in the past, but when we came back from Iraq, they gave us those free vouchers for the pedicure thing. Man, it did not go well. I don't do well with people touching on my toes, man. I was like, all right, I'm out. I'm out.
yeah, nah, the pedicures are cool too, though. I've gotten some of those. And those, I mean, if you don't like your feet getting touched, man, I feel like there's some, maybe there's something wrong with you or something. It just feels good.
No, it's not like I was like, oh, it was just I couldn't help the reaction. I almost kicked this lady in the face. She's over here
Oh
trying to
yeah,
touch my
yeah,
toes. I'm like, listen, I can't. I'm sorry. It's
yeah,
not you. It's me. I have to leave.
yeah, yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, definitely. It could be, it could tickle and stuff like that. So you a ticklish dude, man. That's okay. That's,
Yo,
hey,
chill.
hey, it's okay, man. It's okay. We can be sensitive on here. You can let out your inner, you know, ticklish self or, or whatever inner beast.
First of all, I've never agreed to any of this. I'm not ticklish. I just don't. My toes don't react well to people grabbing on them. This is just the. It's not a ha ha ha. It's a I'm gonna kick you in the head. There's no one laughing at this process.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. It's all good. Ticklish man.
Moving
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. Moving on. So yeah, I was thinking, man, we talk about a little bit of sports because Super Bowl's coming up. Got the
Boo.
Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley and Darius Slay and all them. And then you got the Kansas City Chiefs with Patty Mahomes and Travis Kelce. And I mean, you got his girlfriend up in the stands too. I mean,
What does that have to do with sports? The only one I'd be excited for to win would be Saquon. I feel like he deserves it more than anyone, and it'd be just the biggest F you to the Giants. Like, it's so funny.
Yeah, I gotta say, I usually so I typically go for the NFC team regardless, just because I like the NFC. I think the
Like,
NFC is a better conference,
it's
and
not.
it really is because when and this is why I think the NFC is a better conference is there's there's always competition. I feel like in the AFC, it's always the same teams. You can
Yeah,
expect.
because they're all the clear-cut division leaders. You got one good division in the NFC. That's why it's a competition
No,
between them. I mean,
no, there's not. Look, you got the Philadelphia Eagles this year. The Washington Redskins came out of nowhere.
yes. I mean, we all
Packers.
agree that that was just wild. And
Yeah, but the Packers last year, everyone thought we were going to be rebuilding, and all of a sudden, oh my God, we beat the Dallas Cowboys and we smoked them. And,
it's
and
the Dallas Cowboys, man. They are
everyone
not good.
says that.
They're good at everything but football.
Everyone says that, but these guys had like the number one offense last year. They didn't lose at home.
I hear the
All
same story every year, but Dak, but Zeke, but this, but yeah, but what? But what playoffs wins? None of that.
I feel it. And then you got the 49ers division, which you got the Seahawks, the Rams, the Cardinals. All three of those teams, depending on what year it is, they could be good teams.
Depending on what year, yeah, the Cardinals. Come on, stop it.
Yeah, hey, look, let's not forget the Cardinals went to the Super Bowl with Kurt Warner, like, about like what, 12 years ago. So I mean,
Yeah,
it's not.
exactly.
I'm just saying, man, look, and then of course, my division with the Bears, the Lions, the Minnesota Vikings, and the Packers. I mean, three of the best teams in the NFC were, coming out of that division this
Yeah,
year.
the Bears aren't a team. Like
But
that's just null and void.
yeah, I mean, they're the coach that they fired. I can't think of his name right now, but yeah, he didn't appear to be able to uh, coach that
Yeah,
team well. But
they
in
got licked.
general, but so my point is though, the AFC, it's like, all right, cool. You had the Patriots and the Patriots and the Patriots, Pittsburgh, Patriots, Denver, because Peyton Manning goes there. You don't see like random teams like,
Denver's NFC.
huh?
Isn't Denver NFC?
No, Denver's with the Raiders, KC, and San Diego, or I guess they're the
You know, I
LA
don't even be
Chargers.
watching sports all that
I
much.
know,
So.
I know, I know, I know, I know. I'm just saying, like the AFC is cool. Like they definitely have top tier teams, like the Bills,
Like the
KC.
Dolphin. Like,
Yeah.
listen, man, I can't help it. I'm a Dolphins fan. Whatever. Let's set me
Yeah,
up for failure for all of life. They're
yeah,
bums.
yeah. I mean, good team is just, they just have these exceptions, like, and obviously when the quarterback's not your number one quarterback's not playing, obviously that's an exception. You don't expect to win without your number one quarterback. But then you got the cold weather, exception. And then you got the, well, Tyreek Hill doesn't want to play there exception. And it's like,
Ricky Williams wants to go smoke pot on the side of a mountain.
yeah,
Like,
Ricky Williams,
he
which we all look back on now in hindsight are like, man,
was just ahead of his times. First of all, Ricky was fantastic,
yeah,
fantastic. Ricky Williams, oh man, those are the days.
yeah.
But
I love like Ricky Williams, man. That dude was he was definitely.
did you see the what was it 30 for 30 run Ricky run? Oh
So
man,
I saw part of it, and yeah, it was yeah the dude. Like I actually honestly felt bad for him in the sense that it's like, yo, he honestly was, I know he struggled with the whole weed thing, but he told you he's like, I'm in pain. Like
yeah.
these trainers aren't helping me. You
No,
know,
they want to pump you up for a bunch of oxy so you get addicted and then become a crackhead and out here hitting up heroin. Like, yeah, that's the smarter route. That's healthier.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not, I don't know 100% about all the drugs and stuff, but like I have heard that, yeah, using cortisone shots and all that stuff, like it's like, yeah, cool. You don't feel the pain, but then later on in life, it's like that limb now needs to be like chopped off.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
I am no way trying to make fun of Deion Sanders, but it's like, yo, I mean, you got to have your toes chopped off. Like, what? That don't happen like just normally, What's going on? What happened, And I don't know his condition. I don't know. Maybe he actually had something that, required his toes to be chopped off, but it's just that's something,
Now it sound like that Florida man story.
the
Hey,
Florida
man,
man.
I need a couple bucks to get to this concert. I
Yeah.
might have to eat this toe.
Oh my God. Yeah. Look, we are definitely about to segue into that. This show on is it Netflix or Hulu? I think
Nah, it's like HBO or something. I think
oh yeah,
it's
I think it was on HBO
premium
Max.
ones.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a Florida man.
Yeah. It was called like The Florida Man or something like that, or Florida Man or something. Man, the very first episode with the dude that decided he wanted to go to this concert, but he didn't have enough money, so he put an advertisement on Craigslist. And some dude got back to him saying, "Yeah, I can, pay you. You gotta come over here. You gotta find out what you gotta do though." And he came over there, and wait, he might have told him before he got there.
Yeah, he knew before. He's like, I guess I gotta go chop this dude's toe off and eat it.
Yeah,
And
eat toes. He said he
never.
wanted to chop the toe off and then eat it right off rip. How could you even think about chopping someone's toe off? I mean, like how they
But
might.
even that's not a problem. I can chop a toe off all day. It's you gotta eat that thing, toenail and bone and
That's
uh,
that's wild to me. Eating the toe makes
I
more
ain't no
sense.
no, that's sick. That's because you eat way too much trash. But I ain't choking
Maybe,
down
but
no dirty fried toenails.
I'm just
No
saying,
chance.
like, if a dude, if he jumped out the shower, I can see it's a clean toe, and if he lets me maybe fricassee it or fry it up or something, you know,
Ugh.
put some cornstarch on it and like fry it up. I
Yeah.
can see eating the toe. My thing is if you chop the toe off, what's gonna stop the bleeding? I mean, is he a doctor? Are you a doctor?
The
Who's the doctor?
frying pan, man. You just put the frying pan right on that, cauterize it, you'll be all right.
Man, I don't know
We
if I
don't
want to
bleed out
trust.
from no toe. You'll be all right.
Nah, man, because if this person bleed out and that you don't cauterize it correctly, and all of a sudden the blood starts squirting out because you hit an artery, you can kill the person. Now all of a sudden that money you wanted for the show is going to be collected by the police because it needs to be evidence in your murder
I'm
case.
pretty sure cannibalism at all levels is illegal. I mean, you don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure in most countries, cannibalism is probably illegal. Just a guess, just a wild guess.
I mean, I'm wondering though, does that count as cannibalism? Because
Eating another person, yes, a body part, anything. Yeah, consuming another human on any level. Well, on an actual flesh level. Ah, you got
I
me.
know what you mean.
Anyways, ipso facto, I'm pretty sure cannibalism is legal.
Yeah, but yeah.
Either way, we're not eating toes again. Way off topic. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what the topic
No,
was.
the topic I want to talk about this Florida man show. Anyways, we can go on to the next dude about the dude that wanted to swim in the lake, and
The
then he had like
truest Florida man. I mean, I'm so glad they had that episode. The truest Florida man ever. Like, really.
back facts. So this gentleman, he, I'm probably gonna butcher the story a little bit, but basically he just wanted to go like on a night swim in a pond in Florida, and most of the ponds in Florida are freshwater ponds. Well, all the freshwater ponds have the ability to have alligators in them because that's where
I didn't know there
alligators
were
live.
saltwater ponds
Huh?
with consumers.
Right, right. Well, I'm just saying, like, if there might be like a river or, not river, but like some type of estuary or something where, you know, ocean water flows in or something, right? But these are like, ponds, right? So,
Alligators.
yeah, gators, right? And he said that he started swimming in this pond and he saw an alligator and he was just looking at it and I think he said he saw his mom or something.
That's right.
And, and he said then he became terrified and started to swim away, but the alligator caught him and then grabbed his arm and he looked back and it was his mom. And his mom was like just looking at him. And he knew that he was gonna like survive and live. So he ends up actually swimming away from this alligator. The alligator takes his whole arm. And he gets he gets to like the beach and he's just like laying there like until the next day. He doesn't bleed out, which is amazing, and
Insane.
just continues to crawl until he gets to a road and some like just random bystander or just guy driving by sees him and like says, "Hey, you need some." Oh wow, you're bleeding.
You're missing an arm.
Your arm is gone. Ends up calling the police and the dude like gets rescued and survives the whole ordeal. Of course, then he goes back to he goes back to the pond for the interview. He's like going back to the pond for the interview for the show. And at one point he mentions like, "Yeah, I think I want to jump back in there." And it's just like, Why? You lost your arm in there. I mean,
Uh,
would you want to jump back into place?
I mean, never, bro. The fact that people go like surfing and they like lose their arms from like sharks and stuff like that, and then you see them, they're like, ah, I'm getting my leg ripped off. It's not gonna stop me. You know, it's like the fact that you got your leg ripped off stops me from surfing, dude. Like, I'm
Right,
like, nah. What? There's a higher percentage of I can get ripped apart by a shark. Like, cool. I don't really want to try it that bad. Like,
right,
I'm all set. Let
right.
alone if it happened to me, I'd be like, nah, man, like, I don't know. It's just, it's really calling me. But then again, this dude smokes meth. Like, you left a lot of key characteristics and emotional details out about this man. He was interesting, to say the least. He was what you would think of a Florida man. So he
Yeah,
wasn't just like, oh, it's a hot Florida day. I'm going to go jump in this water. No, he was like picking up trash outside of a swamp. And he's just like, ah, I need water. He didn't make it. Well, he did make it, but not all of them made it.
no, yeah, no. You're right. You're right. He did start off wanting to get in the water because he wanted a drink of water or something like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then he said, you know what? I'm gonna swim in here.
yeah, yeah. And then managed to survive 3 days with a missing arm in the sweltering Florida heat outside of a swamp. Like, man, I got dysentery once and almost died. Like, this
Right?
guy's just out here, just like, yeah, I don't know. I went to work the next day, dude. It was crazy.
I don't know if that's a promotion to do drugs or what, man. I mean, apparently, I guess if you're doing meth, yeah, your body's
You can't
conditioned.
die.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
Ah, they've got it figured out. Meth heads got it figured out, dude.
We gotta figure it
I
out.
gotta start to journal more. I gotta start journaling and going and watching all the crackheads in downtown Providence. Like, okay.
Yeah, right. Start studying them like pigeons or
Do
something.
a handstand at 6 o'clock in the morning outside of Dunkin' Donuts. Okay, okay.
Yeah. I don't know why I just thought about was it Jeffrey, the dude from Dave Chappelle skit? Put some crack on it.
Sprinkle some crack on. Oh,
Yeah, but I wouldn't swim in any pond. Yeah, I got a homeboy that he wants to come to Florida to swim with manatees, and I told him I was like, I don't know, man.
don't be hating on the manatee thing. First of all, the manatee thing is a dope idea. They're sea cows, dude. They're not, they're there to hang out, man. And it's like, I told you, I have like an idea. Like, I'm just floating on the back of a manatee down some, I don't know, beautiful waterway in Florida. Bald eagle flies overhead. Like, it's just the American dream for me at this point.
I honestly,
After I get my camper, obviously, so I can live the full Florida moment. Like,
I dig that, but I just feel like there's so many examples of people being eaten by animals that or killed by animals that we didn't think were that mean or that.
show me, show me how many manatee attacks there are on humans. Like, just I need to see that stat. You're the let's see that first before we start throwing manatees out here.
I feel you. I'm not trying to like, I'm not trying to, label the manatees as evil creatures or anything like that. I'm just saying it's like, why take that chance? It's kind of like, like bungee cord jumping or, jumping out of parachuting out of an airplane. It's like, I mean, yeah, cool. How many people die from parachuting? Probably not that many, but there's always that chance.
I don't know, man. A rigger in the army is like the lowest job you can get. Those are the dudes that pack your parachutes. Like, after that, that was suspect. You know, when you go through airborne class, like you have to pack your own parachutes and stuff like that. Like you go help and like do the shakeouts. So you're there with the peoples who pack them, and you're like, these these are who we got out here. I mean, no offense if you're a rigger out there. I mean, but also like tighten up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, man, I don't know. I ain't saying the manatee thing is a bad idea. I'm just seeing so
It's
many
not a
people.
bad idea. We're going to swim with manatees. It's just it's gonna happen. So get over it.
All right.
Also, if anyone's gonna get eaten first, dude, it's you. I'm sorry. I do want to pull up stats. You're
This is
definitely getting eaten before I do.
this
It's
is
just
true. This is true.
I got that dry breast meat. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I was thinking more like from the movies, like usually the black people get eaten, but
Yes, that's exactly what I was referring to.
okay. I was gonna say I was gonna reference even people say, oh well, a black dude survived the deep blue sea. Yeah, yeah, one black dude. But Samuel L. got ate by the shark. Like he was giving a good speech. He,
Uh,
he was giving the snakes on the plane speech, but he got ate.
Always gone.
Yeah. No, no, no bueno, no bueno, no bueno. All right, I thought that was I don't know. I just that Florida Man show. Anyways, real quick, this is a small plug, but if you get a chance, go watch Florida Man on HBO Max. Totally hilarious.
We're definitely getting a lot of back pay from this one. We are Florida men, so
Yeah, 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 yeah.
we
And,
might be on an episode here shortly.
yeah, and the episodes like are wild. Like there's another one where these two this gay couple and like it's like this old white dude and this young black dude and the black dude is like like they love each other but like I guess they get into these fights and skirmishes and eventually like the black dude tries to like blow up the dude's camper and it doesn't work out at all. Right? And
Once you
like
get to bombs, you know the relationship has gotten a little shaky.
yeah,
Like, I'm trying to blow you up now. The
we're not even
spy
trying to
versus spy shit.
he wasn't trying to like kill the dude. He was just trying to blow up his camper or his I guess it's a camper or his caravan. And like he ends up like not doing it, or he ends up thinking he blew the place up, but then he's like, oh snap, I left something in there that they can identify me at. So he goes back to the camper and the cops are there, and then the cops just bust him. It's, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. The way
I
they tell
can't
the
wait to
story is
be down in
hilarious.
Florida.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, if you get a chance, people, please come to Florida. It's not as scary as people think. Gators aren't everywhere. Florida man isn't like walking down the street, waiting to stab you or, waiting to give you bath salts or
That's
anything.
just any random corner in America. It's not specific to Florida.
That's facts. That is facts. But definitely come check out Florida. We have cold weather here. It snows like, once a year randomly, but it's typically warm and stuff like that. But yeah, man.
Uh, what else we got? What else we got, Robbie?
I was just, my last little bit I was gonna talk about is I was trying to get into this whole Bitcoin mining thing and
I was about to
it,
say that seems more relevant to what anyone would want to know is money, right? And it's here to make
yeah,
some money and get some financial freedom, which we have zero to talk about at the moment.
zero. I
Because we ain't doing nothing. We flat broke,
yeah,
dog.
we broke not only that, but, like we try to do this YouTube thing and like it's like it ain't getting better for nothing. Like it's not getting better at
It's not
all.
getting better yet, as we can see, but having to rewatch these things forces, at least in my head, I'm like, I need to get better because having to rewatch these things constantly and just see how awful it is makes me at least motivated to not do that. But then again, I have a full other life I'm trying to fix at the moment. So
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, I'm trying to, you know, just not be bored at work and trying to keep myself entertained. Not that work is boring. There's stuff to
yes, it
do.
is.
It's not boring. It's just like I don't know if I want to do it anymore. Like I don't mind, protecting the country, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, thank you, dude. Thank you. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for
Yeah,
your
yeah,
service.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you for your service. No, I'm just kidding. But I will say, work can be a little tedious, a little mundane, and having to deal with just the PowerPoints and the paperwork and stuff. It's like, it's not like I'm, you know, in Afghanistan or Iraq or something like that, downrange. I'm over here, getting told like this is the most important thing to do today, or otherwise people are gonna die. And it's like, what is it? Make this PowerPoint.
That was the hardest part for me when people be freaking out and this and that. And I'm like, why? Like, I'm going to do it because it's my job and I have nothing else to do, but you need to calm down and just chill out because none of this is important. If all of us died right now, nothing would happen and the world would go on. So let's stop and street level at that work.
Right.
None of this is important. We'll get it done.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's 100% real.
This is why I can't work in an office anymore. And now I'm gonna figure out this remote job thing, which we got a couple leads on that. So
Yeah.
we'll see where that takes us. But yeah, I just can't be in an office setting. Like I like other people, but
Yeah.
just working around incompetence for the last 20 years has really dimmed my mood towards working with others. I'm not trying to be completely misanthropic. I feel like there's
Yeah.
still faith out there in humanity, but man, sometimes just being around people, I'm like, wow, like not only how did you make it here, how did you just continue to remember to breathe? Like on a day-to-day basis as a human and survive. Like I'm baffled, but it's just me.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Definitely. I have a little bit more of a brighter outlook on coworkers and individuals around me. But I digs it though. I digs it. I definitely digs it. I will say I listen to certain coworkers and I'm just like, man, you're such a dig it. Like, and they're smart people. Like I don't feel like any of these people I work with are dumb. They're all smart people. But they're just, they be digging it real hard and then be making it seem like it's an emergency. And I'd be like, man, this piece of paper or this PowerPoint isn't created, like you said, ain't nobody dying.
Yeah, exactly. And what
Hey,
happens if I don't?
yeah,
Just you get mad? Yeah, I can live with that.
yeah,
I'm very okay with you being mad at me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really like you as a human, so I can survive with this.
yeah, yeah.
So
All
how's
right.
the Bitcoin mining going? Is that gonna
Yeah, I
go
was
to
gonna say,
millions?
let me get back to my mining, right? So I was looking into the Bitcoin thing, Bitcoin mining at least. I already own, I don't own a whole Bitcoin, but I bought some Bitcoin. And then, it fluctuates. It's gone up since I bought it. I think I bought it at about um 60,000 and now it's up to, hovering around dipping up and down between 100 and 109 or whatever. But I was like, let me check out this mining stuff. And so I learned about the whole blockchain thing, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. All right, this is kind of cool. And so I was like, well, a couple of videos were saying, you can use your own computer if you have like a good graphics card or stuff, right? So I was like, all right, cool. So I tried it out. I left my computer running for about 7 to 8 hours. I mined about, 8 cents total.
Dude, a penny an hour is sick though. Like you
Hey,
bump those numbers up, man, you'd be making it.
so
I
I
mean, it probably cost you about $1 an hour to make that penny, but
well, so in power costs, no, but in overall costs, as far as like not the overhead, but the actual like GPUs and CPUs I have to buy and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah, it would be. I would make that money back, but it probably wouldn't be for like another like 3 years or something like that. So once again, I didn't, it's not 100% that way. There's probably ways of getting cheaper GPUs and making that money back just as or quicker and stuff. But yeah, the mining stuff, I don't know, man. It ain't looking
I feel
too.
like there's no legitimate way to make money from the mining stuff, like I said, unless you did it like in scale. Like
Yeah,
you need to get a small warehouse, like a shed in your backyard and have it fully dedicated. And
yeah. And then mining other coins, I was looking into that. I just I guess because I'm not spending like a lot of time looking into it, it's just kind of hard for me to find like how do I mine these other coins and stuff? And do I need to have like a separate wallet and all this other stuff? It's I mean, I'm not like, slow or anything, but maybe I'm just a little bit lazy when it comes down to it because I saw the penny per hour coming in with Bitcoin. It's just like, all right, well, if a penny's coming in with Bitcoin, the rest of these coins ain't even nowhere close to that,
a
that amount.
fraction of a penny. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, cool. I could probably mine a whole lot quicker on some other coin, but it's like, but these are worth less than half a cent.
So Bitcoin mining is not our way to your financial freedom. That's where not at the moment.
Yeah, not at the moment. Well, maybe one day when we put our heads together and maybe get a shed or something or
Yeah,
warehouse.
like I said, I'm about to start just putting these pictures of my toes up online. People trying to eat them. Maybe people buy a picture from them. I'm gonna be scooping up poop in people's backyards. All of it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do it all.
stupid.
What was that? Was it dirty work, dirty jobs with Mike? What was
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
It's gonna be something to that effect.
Yeah, yeah. It is what it is. Yeah, yeah.
Not above nothing except for going in an office again. I
Yeah.
can't. I can't do that. Anything outside of that, I will hit me up with your gig work. As long as it's not trying to fry up your toe like bologna.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's see. You did tell me you didn't want to sit on cakes either, so.
Yeah, dude, why is that even a thing? Like, I mean, hey, I'm all towards whatever people's weird stuff is, but like, just I don't care how attractive you are, anything like that. Sitting on a cake, man, like, and I was just smushed cake everywhere, and it's all up everywhere. Like,
Yeah. Nah, I feel you on that. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get cake in between the booty cheeks. That's
yeah,
not my
definitely
thing.
not coming and bringing that caked booty all over on the bed. You can't get frosting out, man. That's in there forever.
Yeah, but if you getting, $300 per, per cake you sit on.
I guess I could get new sheets.
Yeah.
All right, pin the cake idea. I guess if someone wants to see me sit on a cake for $300, then I would need more than $300 though. Like that feels like that's just sit on a cake. Nah, dude. Like, do I gotta buy the cake? Do I gotta bake the cake? I gotta do. This seems.
Cakes ain't that expensive. I mean, even if the cake was $50, you still make a $250 profit for
No,
sitting on a cake. That's 3 seconds of work.
I would need $1,000 to sit on a cake.
$1,000 to sit on a cake.
Sit on a cake, yeah. And I gotta take a long shower, like probably a bubble bath or something. Like I don't know. It seems like a lot of investment. And I'd be at a minimum. I'll have to start my own webpage and just put random little gigs on there and you pay them. All right. Just sit on a cake, $1,000. All right.
You know what? That actually might be a good idea. That might be a good idea.
Well, you set it up, form it out. But I mean, yeah, yeah. We'll see.
You can tell, yeah, we'll discuss this more. We'll discuss this more.
This will be another episode coming in about 40 to 50 more episodes when we actually get around to doing it. But one of these days, we're going to start getting around to doing these action things, and then it will pick up. It's just
Well, we did the interview. We did the interview.
the interview. It was an interview. Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
was great on all of our behalfs, but we'll get better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And actually, I mean, I have some other folks lined up to potentially do some interviews. Once again, no superstars, but
You're
people.
talking about everyone's a superstar, man. You made it.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah,
world stage. Here we are.
here we are. All right. Well, do we have any saved rounds or anything? Or
Man, stop trying to make that catch. Man. I'm gonna
like
call you out every time.
I like saved rounds. I think it's
No,
good.
yeah, no, man, I ain't got no save rounds. I used them all up. Classics. My cannon soft. I don't know what you guys say in the Navy. What you got?
Man, I don't really have much other
No
than.
quote today, Mr. Professor?
But no, I mean, I'm trying to use the same quote over and over again, which is, success is attained through consistent growth and work. So everybody do what you got to do. Keep
Yeah.
up the great
Don't be
work.
coming back here to this show like us unprepared. Better come back better next time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you come back. Make sure you
Come
come
back. Please come back.
back.
All right, y'all. Well, until next time, love y'all. Be safe. Keep it up.
Peace.